Alright, hello everyone, darksydephil here with a new statue for sale. This one is Sagat from Super Street Fighter 4. This statue was actually released in, I believe, in 2012. If I remember correctly, if you actually look at the box, here it is. It actually says Street Fighter 4 Generation, it's not focusing now, 2009 to 2012. So this statue actually was made by Pop Culture Shock, is the name of the company. Way back in late, here they are, Pop Culture Shock. Way back in late 2012, when this was only like the first version of Super Street Fighter 4 before they came out with like 2 or 3 more of them, okay? But this is a cool figurine. First of all, to show you, comes with Certificate of Authenticity, 294 out of 350, which is pretty sweet that it comes with the Certificate of Authenticity, okay? I like that. Number 2, as you can see, the trunks are yellow. The reason that the trunks are yellow is because this is the exclusive edition that has this special head with the grin. This is actually the standard Sagat head, which doesn't have the grin. It comes with both, okay, and they're interchangeable on his head. The regular edition only came with red and blue trunks. So this is actually, I'm trying to show you, there, red and blue. So this is actually the rarer color for this figurine, all right? Pretty nice. Now, what I want to do is zoom out to just show you how big this figurine is. 21 inches tall, and it weighs between 10 and 15 pounds. In fact, I'd say it probably weighs around 15 pounds, and with the box, it might even weigh more than that. So it's probably one of the heaviest and biggest statues that I've ever owned. And just to show you, the hand wraps are actually cloth. Take a look at that. Real cloth. You can see strings coming off of them. It's not like painted on there. Even the trunks are real fabric. See that? Real fabric trunks, and the same thing with the foot wraps. Real fabric foot wraps. So very, very authentic. It's actually not a chip or anything. That's a piece of styrofoam that was stuck to his leg. So I'll rotate it around for you. I want to show you all the angles of it. Okay, how he looks. Ready? The classic Street Fighter 2 pose. Sagat was actually one of my favorite characters from Street Fighter 2. He has the classic rivalry with Ryu, where Ryu supposedly defeated him during Street Fighter 1, and so he wants his revenge in Street Fighter 2. This scar that's on his chest is actually from Ryu, did a Shoryuken to his chest and burnt and scarred his chest. So in Street Fighter 2, he's coming back as like the mini-boss to try to take on Ryu before he gets to the final boss of the game. So I really like this piece, I'll be honest with you. I'm a huge fan of Street Fighter, as people know. I've been a competitive tournament level player. Sagat was one of the characters that I actually played with in tournament. But at this point, I feel that I need to, move on a little bit from having all these silly collectibles around my home. In fact, this guy's been sitting in storage since I moved across the country. It's just been sitting in storage, not being used, not even being looked at. And he's valuable, and right now I could really use the money for other stuff. You know, I have other debts and things that I could be paying off. I don't have anywhere to keep him anymore. I'm not a bachelor, and even though I really love Sagat and I really love Street Fighter, I don't think I'm going to get any use out of this thing. So, that being said, he's going up for sale. It's always good when I'm doing a video, I find a big stain over here in my kitchen that I'm going to have to clean over here. But anyway, he's going up for sale. I'll be honest, this is also one of the most expensive statues I think that I bought. It was one of the last ones I ever bought until I stopped around late 2012 of buying these things. When I realized I was just blowing my money and I needed to save my money to do things such as move across the country versus buying silly toys. So, in that regard, he was probably, if I remember correctly, high 200s, if not $300. I'm going to put him up for auction here for $200 starting bid, which is a big discount. If you look for other people selling Sagat online, they're going to be more expensive than that, all right? The statue's huge. It's worth a lot of money. $200 starting bid. I would say a few things before you even consider bidding on this. Please, if you do not live in the United States of America, I'd say don't do so. Because the shipping cost to mail something like this outside of the United States of America is above $100. I looked into it. It's not going to be worth your time. He's too big. He's too heavy. It's going to cost a ridiculous amount of money to ship it outside of the United States. However, on the flip side of that, if you do live in the United States, this is your opportunity to get a really rare piece. It's in pristine condition, no problems, right? No issues, no damage. And it's your opportunity to get something that's really nice on the cheap, because I'm not looking for top dollar. That's why I'm keeping it off eBay. I know eBay, they charge tons of administrative fees. There's a lot of waiting time. It's a lot of bullshit. I'd rather do it off eBay so it's cheaper for you. It's cheaper for me. It's easy for everyone, right? So the way this works, If you are interested, please email darksydephil@hotmail.com. All right. I'll put this up for auction for 1 week since I upload this video. So if you're watching this video now, check the date it was uploaded. 1 week from the day it's uploaded at midnight, the auction will end. So what will happen is during the course of this week, people will be emailing me saying, oh, I'll offer 200, I'll offer 205. As people make offers, I will email everyone else who's made an offer and let them know what the highest bid currently is and who topped the bid, etc. So it's going to be an ongoing auction during the course of the week. I assume by the end of the week, if people are still bidding, we'll have whittled down to maybe 1 or 2 people. At the very end of the week, we'll have a winner at midnight, at which I will give them, all the information of how to do the transaction. And keep in mind, there will be additional shipping costs to whatever you offered for it. It's probably going to be around, I think, 30 to 50 bucks to mail it. Being that this is a taller figure, it might be a little bit more. So I just want to throw that out there. Understand there's going to be a shipping cost incurred here, okay? Yeah, and so that's how it's going to work. About a 1 week auction for this guy, okay? Really, there's not much else to say. This is a great opportunity for anyone who's a fan of Street Fighter to get an awesome collectible, one of the most awesome ones of my collection. And I had to really think about it hard because now I'm getting down to the ones that I really liked and I cherished. I'm like, you know what? This is one, even though I really like this figure, I really could use the money, and I know someone else could appreciate it more than I could with it sitting in my storage nook, and I'm never going to take it out and display it anywhere in my house. So it's something for someone else to have some kind of a value out of, and for me, for whatever money I can get for it is awesome, in my opinion. Okay? Now, just so you know, if you do bid on this and then you get overbid, all right, well, don't worry, because what ends up happening, sometimes people back out or whatever. At the end of the week, if whoever the high bidder is backs out, there's a chance you could still win. So understand that I will keep in touch with everyone, and I'll let you know, gee, here it is, and if someone backs out, you still have an opportunity to win it, and maybe you could get a second chance. That's actually happened with 1 or 2 statues where the person who was the top bid for whatever reason backed out, and so the person who was in second place ended up getting it for even cheaper. So sometimes it works out like that, all right? Again, darksydephil@hotmail.com. Sagat statue offer. Please put that in the subject heading of your email, and hopefully someone will very shortly be the new owner of Sagat from Super Street Fighter 4. Okay, everyone, that is it. I thank you for watching this video. I hope that you will possibly be making an offer soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for another statue profile.